All right, guys, in this video, let's talk about the benefits of taking rosemary or consuming rosemary. Now, there's going to be a few benefits that I cover in here that we have evidence for that I've seen good experience with. There's also going to be one benefit that I'm going to talk about that I don't think is going to be very helpful, could actually even be harmful. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. First of all, rosemary, I like it for memory. It's shown to be pretty effective for that. Now, what they did in studies, they used 500 milligrams of rosemary, did that twice a day for 30 days, and they improved memory scores 14%. This is also held true for aromatherapy. Not to those exact numbers, but aromatherapy has proved beneficial, so you can take it by mouth or do the aromatherapy. The second benefit that we have good evidence for is depression and anxiety. And what we see is that giving people dried leaf extract, similar dosing, 650 milligrams twice a day, did that for 8 weeks, did see improvement. However, there's kind of a caveat here. They gave rosemary along with depression medications, and they were more effective. So that's not saying rosemary could help on its own. I think there's enough evidence to suggest that it could. But in this particular study, it was given alongside a depression and anxiety medication. So kind of interesting. The third one, and I like it for this, is headaches and migraines. Well, a lot of people look at rosemary and go, well, it's an antioxidant, so it's going to help with migraines and headaches. And I don't think that's what's going on. What we do know, and the caveat on this one, is that this study was done in mice, so it was not done in humans. However, we do know that in the mice, it increased the metabolism of estrogen in the liver. Why is this a good thing? Well, 9 out of 10 migraine patients are close to that are women. There's definitely a hormonal component to migraine sufferers. So I think that's what it's doing. That's why it's helping. I've done other videos on migraines and the hormonal components, so feel free to check those out. But I think it's very promising for that. I would probably start, because obviously this was an animal study. I don't have dosages, but I would probably start in that 500 milligram once a day to twice a day range, see how you do. Now, this is the one I kind of wanted to talk about and why I used the word shocking in the title, because rosemary can inhibit what an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. Now, why is that important? Why is it something you want to know about? Because a lot of people consider this a benefit. If you block 5-alpha reductase, like we do with certain medications, the idea is that you can see a decrease in DHT. Now, I don't think that's fair, because they have tied DHT, or tried to tie DHT, to hair loss, meaning if you can decrease DHT, you can slow down hair loss. I don't think the evidence is very good for it, but there's another problem with it. Okay. If you inhibit this enzyme, how do we get DHT? You get it from testosterone. It converts to DHT, and 5-alpha reductase is what does that. DHT is literally 10 times more potent, stronger of an androgen than testosterone is. So a lot of people who inhibit this enzyme and see DHT levels go down, they start to feel very apathetic, not very confident. They can start to have libido and sexual issues. So there's downsides to seeing your DHT levels go down. It's not something I like to see people do. And rosemary can definitely do it, given the right dose, and if you're taking it for long enough. So I don't consider this a benefit. I consider it something I'd want to stay away from. However, the other three still stand. I think there's good information, good evidence out there to support its use. So let me know in the comments other video topics that would be helpful for me to cover. Make sure to grab your free checklist. I go over things there that will help get away from drugs and surgeries, which I think are too overused. And go check that out. I'll have a link in the description. Hope it was helpful, guys. See you in the next one.